All right, in 21, once again, as we approach this to factor the numerator and denominator completely, our numerator has a common factor of 2 that we can remove from both terms to start with. So if we take that out, we're left with an n squared minus 2 goes into 12 6 times with no remaining. 2 goes into 8 4, so minus 64. We can also at the same time rewrite our denominator in standard form, so the n's come first. Okay, now I would have just written it here if I didn't have another step of factoring, but I do. My binomial in the numerator is the difference of squares, so it factors into the sum and difference of the bases being squared. So the two bases are n squared gives you the first term, and then 64 requires 8 to be squared, so it factors into the sum and difference of those terms. All over, and here in the denominator we can factor out a negative 2. It's a common factor between both those terms. That leaves us with a positive n and a minus or negative 8. And at that point we can now cancel our common factor, move the negative up top, so we get negative quantity n plus 8. Now there were two factors canceled from the denominator, right? One was a numerical factor. You don't have to worry about domain restrictions for numerical factors. And so the negative 2 or the 2 has nothing to do with anything. You don't need to worry about it. However, the factor that contained the variable, you have to account for the fact that n cannot be a value that would give you division by 0, so n cannot be 8. And so this would be your simplified form for that number.